How was the filming of doing Raw? Humiliating. I put it off for as long as I could, and I listened to it and I was like, God, that's a lot higher than I remember. It's too high, I'm actually not sure I can hit those notes. So I just had to sort of really belt it and look up and imagine that people weren't looking at me. Hi, I'm Ella. It's all about context. I quite like an emoji, but they've got to be cool emojis, so I think it depends. The emoji that is the biggest ick to me is the laughing, crying one. Like, the happy, laughing, crying one. It's just like, when you use it too much, it's just a bit like, it's cringe shitty. I don't know why, but it just is. Because it's never that funny, is it? Confidence. Oh, that's a good question. What is confidence to me? I think it's just being okay with things. It's like as I get older, it's just letting things just brush off you a little bit. Like a little comment here and there, or someone looking at you funny, or if you make a mistake, it's just being able to move on from them quicker because you're just okay with who you are and you're okay with how things are, and understanding that other people's opinion of you is not your business, and you, the only person thinking about you this much is just you. Everything's okay. It's gonna be alright. Open like a really fishy sandwich and eat it really loudly right next to me, and then like I don't know, sit on my jacket, and then when I try to get up, I can't get up, and I'm too embarrassed to ask them to move, and I don't know, it's probably one of the worst. It's probably worse things like flashing someone, but let's go with like the more PG version. Oh, I don't know about that. It depends. Again, it's all, look, I'm an overthinker, so all of these are so hard for me because there's just so much context that you have to consider. I love adaptation. I'd say like 95% of my career probably has been an adaptation. It's something based off a book or a video game or a real person, and I love really sinking my teeth into something, but then there is something so joyful about being able to completely do your own thing with an original, just based off nothing. Very creative and freeing. So I don't know, I think 50-50 on that one. The biggest challenges were having to leave certain things out because they just didn't make sense, or they didn't fit, or we didn't maybe have the clearance for certain things. That was really tough because they're so good, and you also know that those are the things that people love about the books, but you also know that to translate that to screen, there are certain things that you have to embellish upon that just won't work. So it's just like very sad sometimes. My go-to karaoke song is Summer of '69 by Bryan Adams. It's the only one I know all the words to, apart from Bedrock by Lil Wayne, but we can't be getting into that now, can we? A lot of embarrassing flashbacks running through my head. How was the filming of doing Raw? Humiliating. Absolutely humiliating. And I sort of I put it off for as long as I could. And then the morning of, because I knew I had the words on screen, so I didn't have to worry about the words. And then the morning of, I was like, right, I'm gonna give this song a listen. And I listened to it and I was like, God, that's a lot higher than I remember. It's too high, I'm actually not sure I can hit those notes. Els, you've left this really quite late. It's not possible. So I just had to sort of really belt it and look up and imagine that people weren't looking at me. It's very embarrassing. And it just goes on and on. Sorry, Katie. Love Raw, but God, it's a hard one to sing. I don't know how you do it. No, I love a big dog. My dog's quite small. My dog's like quite tall. It's very funny, actually, proportions, my dog. My dog looks like if a child drew a dog with a crayon. That's what my dog looks like, with love. That's what my dog looks like, proportion-wise. But I do like a big dog. If I could, I'd have a really big dog, but I just can't. I'm 5'3", it would not work for me. I was just worried I was gonna step on her the whole time. Very sweet, but also quite distracting, because I really do love dogs, and it's very distracting. A flex? I would say it's a major honor. It's not a flex. I mean, it's really cool. I'm very proud. I'm very proud of what we made. And it's scary and it's really difficult, and I have a huge newfound respect for any producer, because gosh, it's a miracle that anything gets made. It's so hard. But yeah, a huge honor. Thanks for watching.